welcome back to Big Screen Nation. Thank you all that of you have come back again to join us on another review. Today I will be reviewing the film that is on Amazon Prime at the moment. It's got a big banner all over Amazon Prime about it, trailers all the time. But anyway, this film is called Greenland. Here's my view on Greenland. As it starts off, it starts off with a family with relationship problems, a husband and wife with relationship problems, and a son of theirs who basically is kind of in between it all and loves both his parents and stuff like that. You can kind of tell there's still like a tension between, the husband and wife, like they still kind of got something going on. And basically this film is about their journey to make it to a bunker in Greenland, because the world is gonna be hit by an asteroid, and this asteroid will just kind of like destroy the majority of the earth. And it's kind of like one of those typical doomsday films where people are running around crazy and stuff like that, and it's all about them trying to make it to Greenland before that asteroid hits and destroys this family. They go through their struggles and stuff like that, and I'm not going to say what happens in the end, but it's one of those films that have been done before. I mean, there's examples of it. You got films like San Andreas, 2012. Like, I can't even think of all of them now, but there's so many films that have been done like this, yeah? And there's not even much difference. I mean, they've cooked a recipe together that always seems to work in these sort of films. And that recipe is, you have, maybe a broken family, or, a family that have been broken up, or a family that are on their ways to be broken up. Or you have a group of people that are not getting on too well. And then this disaster kind of brings them together in order to try and, work together for a common cause. And that's basically survival, And then, questions about relationships are addressed along the way and that sort of thing. So it was kind of like that. It's not really much different from any of these other films, But I must say, what I did like about this film a lot is, although, they hype the asteroid hitting, and in the trailers, you see kind of like devastation happening and stuff like that. What I liked about this film, that wasn't really the focus of this film. The focus to me seemed like the story was more about the relationship between, the husband and his wife, the wife and her husband and the son. And it was more like a relationship story. So to me, though this is like a sci-fi thriller kind of thing, it seemed more realistic than, a lot of other stuff. It seems like the type that, you could, put in a romance. You could call it, a bit of a romance. I mean, you could sit down with your partner and watch this one, and it could kind of like, bring up questions, about relationship and, what would we do in these sort of circumstances, And even when I watched it, it kind of brought questions to me, like if the asteroid was to hit the Earth, what would I do? Like, who would I save? Obviously I'll go for my family, my children. But it's just kind of interesting how, films like that kind of like thought provoke, what do you do in times of tragedy? Like, even like now, it's, this coronavirus is ripping through the world, and, it can even get you thinking about, how am I going to deal with this situation if it gets worse? What am I going to do? How am I going to protect my family? How am I going to protect myself? Where's my plan? And it was just kind of like one of those type of films. But in general, the film was no special than any other sort of film in that genre. What I think worked well with this was the whole relationship dialogue between the husband and the wife, and things that kind of happen, tragedies that happen in the film to, you know, their family. You know, I thought that was the best thing of this film. For this type of film, I think the time was a good time. It was a decent time. I mean, I don't really like films longer than 2 hours, as you all know, but this film was okay. It was okay. It was around, you know, the 2 hour mark. And for them to address everything that they needed to address in the film, I feel like it was a decent period of time. If I was to rate this film, I'll be honest, I'll rate it average 3. There's no messing about, really thinking about this one. I'll rate the film at average 3. Overall, it's an average. It's brought nothing new to what's already been out there. So everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting our channel. If you like, please join us again next week, and I hope to see you again soon.